I have a confession to make.
Confession?
About who I really am.
What do you mean? Who are you?
Mrs. C! Oh, do you prefer good old Helena?
Robert Scorpio.
You remembered. And here's me thinking that all that mileage might have taken its toll.
Oh, how could I forget your misshapen countenance?
Yeah, but a shameless flirt, eh?
What have you done with my grandson?
Nothing. Prince Nicholas is exactly where he wants to be. Far from you.
I see. So you persuaded my darling Nicholas to help you lure me here.
Oh, persuade is such a violent word. I asked, he accepted. Conditional upon the fact that I could never reveal his location. Face it, sweetie. Nick never wants to see you again.
So he claims. Why do you want to see me, Mr. Scorpio?
Well, I'm a sucker for high risk.
You and Luke Spencer are equally responsible for the ruin of my late husband, Mikos. But you never had to pay. An oversight of mine.
And I thought you loved the single life. I mean, surfing all those sleazy internet dating sites? Come on.
You've managed to stay off my radar for decades. Now, there's only one reason why you would risk your life to face me. You want something.
What are you trying to tell me?
Well, you made it very clear to me that you need time to consider whether we should proceed.
Well, that makes it sound like an ultimatum that's...
No, Anna, I have been rushing you. I'm very glad that you said something.
I was angry at Robert. You know, he comes barging in, making all these judgment calls, and I came running to you, and I didn't really think about how you might interpret that.
You don't think I'd ever complain about you running to me, do you?
I want to move forward, I do. But I don't see what is wrong with us taking our time and getting to know each other again.
No, you're right. I've thought about everything that you said, and you're absolutely right. I've changed. I'm not the man that you fell in love with 20 years ago. I couldn't see that, but you could.
Well, I've changed too, obviously. We've both been through so
I know.
much.
Everything you've been through, you've changed. I accept that. But Anna, I've been in prison for 20 years. I've changed so much. I don't laugh as easily. I don't smile as much as I used to. I mean, I smoke cigarettes, yes, but I'm trying to quit that. I mean, as soon as possible. I hate it, I swear.
I hope you do.
But I've also become very impatient, especially when you hold me at arm's length.
That's not my intention.
I realize that. I know you want time, but from where I am after everything, it just seems very unjust to me.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I'm not blaming you. Don't misunderstand me. I blame all the circumstances that kept us apart for so long. But Anna, the only thing I had to sustain me was thinking about you. The only thing that kept me going was dreaming about you, dreaming about being back with you. So you can't really blame me for wanting to be with you, wanting to have you back in my life and in my bed.
I guess it is unfair. All of that, but I really need you to respect my feelings. I do.
Anna, I do respect your feelings.
Are you sure? Because, Duke, if we don't move slowly, we're not going to be able to have the relationship that you want at all.
What delicious irony. Having you here on your knees begging for help from the woman whose husband you murdered.
I'd hardly call it begging, and I'd have been happy to put a bullet in Mikos's head.
You have my family's blood on your hands, and soon I'll have your blood on...
I know, I done you wrong. I mean, you hate my name to heaven and hell. You want to crush my bones to dust. I got it.
That was rude.
You're right. And I apologize. Who am I to interrupt a good revenge rant? But you want me dead, all right. Why don't we open negotiations? Would you like a seat?
Well, very well. If you want to dispense with the usual pleasantries.
You call naked threats pleasantries.
You're obviously pressed for time, so out with it. What do you want?
I need some information about a former associate of yours, Faison.
I'm sorry, Anna. If you think I'm pressuring you, then I've changed more than I realize.
God, now you're doing everything you can not to pressure me.
Oh, good. You noticed that.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I do.
The more I think about it, and I thought about everything you said, you're right. We should take it slowly. We need to take some time. We need to relearn how to be together.
Yeah.
I mean, we've waited long enough. Why can't we wait just a little bit longer? I just don't want to run the risk of losing you.
There's no risk.
And I don't want to sound pushy.
You, pushy.
We belong together. You and I. I know that in my heart and in my soul. And if not today, and if not tomorrow, then sometime soon, we're going to be together. Without end.
That's very poetic. Very Scottish.
Good. Because I have a plan.
You have a plan?
To win you back.
Oh, there isn't any competition.
Of course there is, Anna. There's competition. I'm competing with myself. I'm competing with a man you fell in love with 20 years ago. And if I remember correctly, he was a pretty crafty bastard.
Yeah, he was.
He still is. I mean, I think I might have to have a word with him and appropriate some of the old me tactics.
Such as?
Such as, let's get out of here. Let's leave Port Charles.
Oh, I can't leave. I've got so much work.
I'm only talking about a few days.
I know I bury myself in my job.
I wouldn't interfere with that, Anna. But think about how much fun you had the last time you took a break on Halloween.
Oh, God, that's the last time I took a break? Really?
You need a holiday. Come away with me, just you and I. Let's go somewhere isolated, away from everything and everyone.
Why are you showing me this? What could you possibly want to know about Faison now? He's been dead for ages.
Has he?
Well, he went up in flames when his boat exploded on the lake.
You know, funny thing. I was involved in a similar situation. Terrible explosion out in the open ocean. On board, I was with Anna, Faison, myself, all on open deck. We should never have survived. But we did.
And you think that Faison survived again?
With your help.
And if I were involved in this resurrection, why would I tell you? What's in this for me?
Let's make a deal. What's it going to take for you to tell me what I need to know?
A simple quid pro quo. If you want to know what I know about Faison, you'll tell me why you need this information so badly.
Okay. Settle in. It's a bumpy ride and a twisted tale.
I thought we just agreed to take things slow. How is going away on a vacation together slow?
Separate rooms. That's pretty slow.
Yeah, separate rooms. Where?
In the mountains. I mean, it's pretty close by. A little isolated cottage. Bottom of the mountain. You and I, skiing together. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do. I remember lounging in front of the fire with you.
It's not so far away. The weather forecast says it's going to snow. You can have all the firewood that you want. And we can ski in Sylvan Mountain.
Silver Mountain? We always used to go to Hurley Mountain. Don't you remember?
I don't know.
Faison is back in Port Charles, passing himself off as Lavery, and so far it seems to be working.
Now, let me see if I understand you correctly. Somehow, Faison cheated death, and then he spent the ensuing years altering his appearance so that he could assume the identity of Anna Devane's ex-husband.
Well, one of them. I mean, she's had a few, myself included there.
And you uncovered Faison's deception because a woman with LSD-induced psychic powers told you.
Basically.
I have one question. Where are the cameras?
Cameras?
No, the hidden cameras. I assume that this is for some tacky reality show, the real Cassadines of Spoon Island.
Hey, I realize this kind of strains credulity a little.
Strains? Credulity was annihilated even before you got to the LSD, and that was my favorite part.
But this
Do you seriously expect me to believe this fiction?
But this is real.
Science fiction.
This from the woman who tried to freeze the world with a diamond-powered weather machine?
Not me. Mikos. May he rest in peace. No, that was the 80s. And this is 2012.
I don't care what year it is. Lavery is Faison, and I found one of his trademark cigarillos to prove it.
You did? Well, why didn't you tell me? Now I believe you. I'm sorry. I really thought I could get through that with a straight face.
So, I guess you're not going to tell me what I need to know.
Oh, what is there to tell? Quite clearly, your years as a spy have taken their toll. But, oh, Mr. Scorpio, you're either declining into dementia or you're delusional with jealousy over your ex-wife.
We always went skiing on Hurley Mountain because you thought Sylvan had too many ski bunnies. They were your words.
Of course. I remember now. How could I have made such a mistake?
Well, I guess the mountains are next to each other.
Yeah. Well, that's all the more reason why I should refresh my memory, but I don't want to go there alone. Will you come with me?
I'm telling you, Faison is back.
No, he's not. He's dead.
How can you be so certain?
Because if he were still alive, I would have found him a long time ago, and I would have killed him myself for failing me so thoroughly. No, you just want him back.
Why would I want that?
Because it's the only way you can win. When you're standing next to a leftover from the Cold War with a Dutch boy haircut, you don't look so bad.
Hey, flattery's not going to get you anywhere this time, all right?
Well, when you're standing next to a handsome Scotsman, will Anna even see you? No, you have to accept that you have lost this battle because between you and Duke, there's no contest.
I'd like to get away, of course, but I've just got so many open cases and the mayor's breathing down my neck.
Lucky mayor.
So can I think about it?
Mountain isn't gonna go anywhere.
Well, I must. I've got a lot of work tomorrow.
See you soon.
Yeah, count on it, yeah.
Already pressed it.
Hi. You staying here?
Well, yeah, Luke said I could use the suite. His room, not yours.
Yeah, I don't care. It's not my room anymore. Feel free. After you.
Ladies first.
Well, you coming in?
Yeah, I'll get the next one. Anna.
What is it? What?
Doesn't matter.
It's me. I have a bit of news for you concerning a mutual acquaintance, Robert Scorpio. I'm afraid he's on to you.
What do you mean?
He suspects that Duke Lavery and Faison are one and the same.
I see.
Don't say I never did anything for you.